Right now we're gonna try to get rid of this rope jerry rig that I got going on with my rack in favor of some things I picked up from the hardware store. I'm really hoping this works out. And now it's not freezing, so I can actually mess with my gear. So I'm gonna get this done while I can. All right, so just a couple bucks at the Ace Hardware, and I went from rope to this clamp type setup, which the bolts in the middle might be a little bit of an overkill, but I mean, this was just a couple bucks. And so if it does so fail, I know the rope works, but I think this is just more mechanically sound, and I can also just pick this hardware up for a couple bucks at any hardware store. So next, I'm going to Walmart, and I'm going to get some thread and needle. And this is why it's important to check over your bags and stuff before you head out, because this is starting to tear, and I need to stop that as quickly as I can. So like I said, since the weather's nice today and I'm not freezing and dying and in pain being outside, well, that's a joke. I mean, it wasn't all those things, but when it's freezing cold, you don't really want to mess with your gear like this. But since I got a warm day, I'm gonna fucking make sure that I can get everything in order. Well, I got a few stitches in there, but sewing that up was just too much of a pain in the ass. So I cut a strap of webbing off of the one of my bags, and I just used super glue to glue it on right there as a kind of patch. And I mean, we'll see how that holds up. I mean, it's not like it was about to fall off, but it definitely has some more reinforcement now. And you know, it's better to nip things in the butt before they become a huge disaster when you're out in the middle of nowhere. And I'm probably about to, I don't know yet. We'll see if I'll head downtown one more time or if I just keep going. Well, it's now about 70 degrees here in Bowling Green, Ohio, and I have a public service announcement. For anyone who wants to tour from winter to spring, do not underestimate how incredibly annoying it's gonna be if you get a super hot spring day and you have to take off all the clothing that you planned on wearing that you have nowhere to put. So just keep that in mind. Post offices aren't even open until Monday. So I'm stuck with all this stuff for the weekend at least. And it's kind of hard to just pull the trigger on sending it home, because then I'll be shit out of luck if it does get cold. So we'll see. I just wasted a significant amount of time on a repair that I don't think is gonna work. One benefit out of this repair that I did today is, you know, getting my rack more stably secured. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna head south to Findlay. You know what? If I can just ride, I'll just be able to clear my mind, and that'll be it. So until then. Well, it's got to be in the at least the mid 60s right now. I'm just passing through North Baltimore, I'm sorry. And after what I endured the past 3 days, this is heaven. This is heavenly. I mean, this warm weather could honestly bring a tear to my eye right now. So I'm just gonna enjoy it while I can. So I just reached Findlay. I'm scouting out a camp spot before I go into town, because now I know better. It's best to have these things figured out before you go have fun. And I'm looking for a wooded area, and there's not too many open wooded areas around, but here we have this vacant field. with a for sale sign on it. If it gets dark, it's supposed to rain tonight, and I still haven't found a spot. I'm just gonna ride back out here, set up my tent, camp in this open field, and I'll be gone when the sun comes up. I'll be gone before the sun comes up, as a matter of fact. So if worst comes to worst, I'll be back here at sundown. Findlay is way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. We're gonna figure this out though. Well, my first storm of the trip. Without fail, they always get you in the middle of the night. I did not sleep great last night, but at one point in time, I swear to God, I felt like I was in the middle of a tornado. And this tent kept me almost completely dry, and it took the wind like a champ. So I cannot complain.